Hey, beautiful souls, beautiful sunshine here with the R Holistic Healer, aka Sonia B. I am back with another prophetic message. If you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. And for those of you who are returning back, I want to say welcome back. Keep in mind that these energies could be happening at this present moment. It could have started over the weekend, or it can, for different peoples in different locations, it could be happening at different times. So for some it could be happening again, as I said, like this past weekend. It could be happening today, tomorrow, by the end of this week, next week, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, near future, about a month from now. So keep in mind. But anyway, yes, and keep in mind that if these energies, if this message does not resonate at this specific point in time, but you would feel like you was guided, you felt like you were guided to my video, should I say, just keep in mind that there's obviously a message here for you. Whether it's resonating with you at this present time does not necessarily mean that it may not resonate with you in the near future. So keep that in mind as well too. And if these energies aren't necessarily resonating with you, but you notice these energies happening, it could be someone close to you, a co-worker, a boss, a family member, a spouse, neighbors. Keep in mind, it just could be happening to other energies that are around you as well too. But anyway, with all that being said, let's get right into the message. So what I saw was some of you are wanting to work out, but unfortunately, it's like your neighborhood is preventing you from doing so. And it's almost like it's kind of challenging you. Like, what are you going to do in a sense? Like, I saw someone had like some black workout shoes, and they kind of held them up as if like they want to walk. What I was shown is that somebody wants to walk, and they want to walk, they want to work out. But anyway, so I was also divinely shown as well too, like the reason why this individual, and it's not just happening to one person, it could be happening to a group of people, due to their challenging situations because of the environment or the area, should I say, that they live in. It's a little challenging. I saw that it was from a situation that there's like some sort of drug activity that's kind of taking place, and that's why and again, this may not be the same situation for everyone. Just take in mind whether you're someone who wants to work out, but it may not necessarily mean that you're not working out because of your area, because it's a situation of that there's like drug activity in your area. It could be something else that's preventing you from workout too. It's gonna be different for everyone. Everyone's situation is gonna be totally different. So keep that in mind as well too. So I saw that in one situation that someone is wanting to work out, but apparently because there's drug activity kind of taking place in the neighborhood, they're a little skeptical about working out in the area. But in the dream, I remember it was as if I kind of told this person, so instead of walking in your neighborhood, it was almost, I was trying to tell them telepathically to basically go to like a park that has trails, like a state park or something like that. Go to a park and walk along that trail. If you have a vehicle, or if you're within walking distance of a near trail, you don't necessarily have to walk in your neighborhood. Go walk somewhere else too. Don't allow that little situation to put a roadblock in your way, should I say, is what I'm hearing. So keep that in mind as well too. Again, going to a state park is always good. I love to go to those. I love to visit those, and I love to take my kids out to different places other than just my area where I live at. Not saying there's anything wrong with my area, but I've walked in my area almost the last 3 years, and I feel like I just want new territory to kind of tread in a sense. But anyway, so that's a suggestion for some of you who may be having a little challenges, and for whatever, that was the main reason that I saw for some people. So again, other people may be different circumstances, but anyway. And then the next message that I saw was within the same dream, but it was in the same dream. So some of you are having a situation that I heard was like with your kids. And I say all that to say, it was as if Divine Spirit of Light was almost saying, like, stop basically telling your kids what you're going to do and just basically do it. So instead of keep telling them, oh, we're going to do this, oh, we're going to do that, oh, we're going to do this, oh, we're going to go here, or we're going to go there, stop saying it and just do it, is what I heard. because that's not only going to help you out, but it's also going to help the kids out as well too. Because right now the kids are kind of just looking at you. Let me say this. From what I'm hearing is you're going to keep finding yourself in the same situation, having the same problem, whether it's the kids that are maybe you feel like the kids are doing too much. You have to realize, like, that same energy that you hear, for you guys who are new to my channel, and for those who've been here, that same energy that I told you that I normally have sometimes, and I have to slow it down a little bit. Well, as we're all evolving, and even the kids are evolving as well too, so it's like a lot more energy, and it's high frequency energy, and it's almost like it could be a little bit not could be, it's obviously it's more energy probably than what you expect from your kids out of the norm. I guess it doesn't help the fact that, last year we had the whole shutdown and parents were dealing with their kids at home, and it's probably seemed like your kids have way more energy than what they had before. Those kids, I'm telling you, for somebody who used to be in early childhood education as well. Now, this is just my own personal input on it, because like I said, in the dream, I basically told somebody to stop telling their kids what they're going to do. Well, basically, the divine spirit, was telling me to tell, you guys to basically stop telling your kids what you're going to do and just basically do it. But anyway, so keep in mind, this is just my personal input, only because I have dealt with children, for 27 years or whatever case may be. But I'll say this, like when my grandson comes to visit, he has a lot of energy. I tire him out before he tires me out, should I say. And I say all that to say, like, we're up early and we're out and about. So it's none of that lagging out of bed late stuff. We are up early. I mean, when I say early, I'm up before him, and we are all up and we're out of the house and we're doing whatever it is that we're going to do for the day. And basically, by the time, I think the last time he came over here, by the time he took his shower and it was time to eat, I kept him that busy. By the time it was time for him to take his shower, he took his shower, he ate his dinner, and then next thing you know, I saw that he was asleep on the couch, and that was just it. He was knocked out. So it was basically to the point that we basically had to carry him upstairs and put him in the bed or whatever. So I say all that to say that you're going to have to keep these kids busy, because obviously they got a lot of energy or whatever. And, I know it may kind of inconvenience maybe your time, was what I'm hearing, but to be well worth it in the end if you just learn to just get them up and get them out of bed a little sooner. That will help the process. But anyway, let me move right on. I don't want to spend too much time talking about that. But I had already pre-shuffled these cards, so I'm going to go ahead and read you the two cards not two, but two different decks that had came out. This first one, is Intonation and the Count Saint Germain. So it says, standing among the pillars within a beautiful temple, the Ascended Master's Count Saint Germain spends his light and energy to the four-robed people who stands before him. It is time for their initiation. This card represents your This card represents your This card represents your intonation. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. your initiation. I'm sorry. That's his dyslexia talking. I'm having that pew pew misfires. Anyway, it is much more than a change or even a transformation. It's nothing less than your movement into a higher revelation of power, insight, and achievement, and the time is now. Some losses of lower vibrational relationships, jobs, and activities may be required in order to lift you in the new heights and power that awaits you. I'm going to say this one last time. Some loss of low vibrational relationships, jobs, or activities may be required in order to lift you to the new heights and power that awaits you. Your initiation can be aided by meditation and study, as well as connecting to the Hold on one second, y'all. Give me y'all. Uh-oh. Let me find a page now. Oh, okay. Your initiation can be aided by meditation and study, as well as by connecting to the Ascended Masters with whom you have worked for centuries upon centuries. Know that you have shared purposes and activities with the Masters, even if you aren't certain of what they are yet. The disciples you created now. I'm sorry. The disciples that you created now during your initiation and the work you do with the masters will lift your service to the world and to all mankind. This is a time of enormous uplifting. First in your energy and evolution, then in your manifesting outer reality. The power that you hold within will impact every part of your life. So, it's time for initiation, y'all. You can rewind the video back if you want to hear it again, but I will read this last part. First in your energy and your evolution, then in your manifesting outer reality. The power that you hold within will impact every part of your life. And then I have one more in this deck. And this is the will, wisdom, and the mind. And this one says, a gold crown of power and authority rests above a Celtic trinity knot. On either side of the Celtic knot are the alchemical symbols of fire and water. Below is the ancient three-legged symbol of the coat of arms from the Isles of Man. This card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. The first three rays of the energies of the divine move within you equally: power and will, love and wisdom, and intellectual of mind. You are working intimately, even if you're not conscious of it, with the Ascended Masters who are linked to these energies. With the particular of the masters, you can raise your focus to a higher power and purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown arise high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influences at this time. It is likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With this power in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together the meditation, creativity, rest, and actions required. Take advantage of this time and use this power well. They are nothing less than the divine force moving through you so that you can manifest their power in the world. And you can rewind the video back if you so like to. And then I have, what am I grateful for right now? It says, adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all of your problems. It is possible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves your health, opens your heart, and changes your state, basically your state of mind. So the action you should take, it says the universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. So whatever it is that you focus on, that's what you're going to attract. If you're sitting there focusing on negativity, that's what you're going to attract, more negative energy. If you're sitting there and focused on what it is that you want, that's what you're going to bring in. I kind of got a little wake-up call one day this week, I think it was. I was focused on the wrong thing, and the divine spirit allowed me to feel that energy, and it was almost like a reminder to stay focused and not to wander to the left or to the right or whatever the case may be. So I had to bring it back over and straighten it back out and to stay focused. So, that's definitely true. But anyway, it says, close your eyes and put your hands on your heart and then think of 3 things for which you are grateful for today. Notice the abundance growing within you is what if you just sit there long enough and just ask yourself, what are 3 things that you're grateful for? This one is, when was the last time I've danced freely? And basically dancing helps get you out of whatever type of funk you in. I know for me, you know, sometimes when I used to, today is the first time I like heard some go-go music in a long time, when I was out and about going to the grocery store. And I ended up at my mom's house as well too, like helping her with, you know, water from the grocery store or whatever. But anyway, but I say all that to say, today is the first time I heard like some go-go music in a while, because a lot of times it's like the music they play on the radio, I was like, I don't even resonate with it. And yeah, so it's just like, I don't even want to listen to it sometimes. So a lot of times I'm just keep pushing the button back and forth, and it's just like, oh, whatever. So sometimes I'm just riding down the street with classical music playing, because sometimes it's just like more peaceful than the other stuff that I hear. But when I end up hearing them play like a lot of old school music from like the late 70s, the 80s and the 90s, and maybe the early 2000s, should I say, like I'm cool with that, because I'm like, yeah, you know. But anyway, long story short, I definitely haven't been dancing the way that I used to anymore. But lately, I've been finding myself trying to, should I say, because, you know, normally before I would be skating, you know, throughout my house or whatever the case may be. And it's like, you know, now that I've kind of, you know, bought my desk in here, kind of took up a little bit of space, although I still have space to skate in. But for some particular reason, I'm working on other stuff too, so it's just kind of like been a little back burner too. But anyway, with all that being said, from time to time I do make it a point to dance, because dancing is definitely important, because it helps to move, you know, energy around as well too. Anyway, it says dance because it will shift you. Dance because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart. Because fear lives in the head alone, with anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, and impatience. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel a charge of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness, and it is the gateway to freedom, to becoming free dance, is what it said. And it's action that you can take. Dance for at least 3 minutes to your favorite song. Notice the inward fire growing within the feelings you feel, being you. You are a wild, loving force. Express it with dance today. And then this other one says, what am I grateful for right now? Adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to your problems. Is that the second time he said that? See, it is possible to be fearful and grateful at the same. Did I read this already? No, I feel like that was also in that other book too. Anyway, adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all your problems. It is possible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves your health, opens your heart, and changes your state. It's also kind of said the same thing as the other card. Anyway, so the action that it's requiring you to take, if you so choose to, the universal law of attraction says that we act into our lives that on which we are focused. Yeah, we did do this. I'm sorry. I did read this. I'm reading it again. Hello. Did I miss a card? Oh, I'm sorry. That's what it is. I read it twice. So sorry, y'all. So forget the last one before this one. I just read it twice. I'm sorry. It says, I am ready to let go of this burden, shame. The feelings of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? You have to ask yourself that question. Heal the shame by giving it a name. I am shameful because I did blah, 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 blah. I am shameful because this, and that happened to me. Give it a name. You know, I know the awareness is said that you can't heal something if you don't know that it's there. So attaching a name to it and, you know, acknowledging it is the first step to healing it. So keep that in mind too. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be. Let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revived season. Replace the shame with your soul truth. Fill in the blanks. Here's a little activity for you. Fill in the blanks. My soul truth is what? Okay? And I'm sorry. These some new cards that I actually bought, and they're actually like little inspirational cards. So I'm going to read these real quick. It was like 6 of them that fell out. So bear with me here. This one says relationships. I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needed fear letting go of control. I'm sorry. To me, I'm sorry. And my brain is just like not clicking and not sounding right. But I needed fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Anyway, so that's what it is. I'm sorry. I just tend to question certain things when it's not making sense in my head after I read it. So sometimes, just don't focus on that part. Just focus on the message. Being enough. The innermost heart says you are enough wherever you go. Nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow, more deserving you. Yes, you are love. And let me just show you, y'all, because that's just how the card kind of comes through. So and it may make sense to some of you guys how it's being delivered. But to me, sometimes it's just like, what? Like that word shouldn't be there. But anyway, pay me no mind, because it just be the dyslexia, you know, just pew, pew, pew. I told you to miss fires here and there. Anyway, so abundance. Divine beloved, abundance, divine beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego, plan, and open to being a vehicle for abundance. So, if that message resonate with any of you guys? I'm sorry, y'all. I hope these cards are making sense to y'all. I hope it's really sitting in your spirit. Because actually, when I saw these cards I actually I guess the few that they had showed and gave a description, I kind of liked it or whatever. But as I read some of the other ones, I'm like, what? That's I don't know. To me is some things is just not making sense. I don't know. I may not make sense to some of you guys sometimes, but it's okay. I'm just delivering what's being given to me. So, despair. I need your divine intercession right now. Oh, great spirit, lift this darkness from my soul. Second time they said this. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be peaceful. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. And empowerment. My intention was to just have only maybe 1 or 2 cards fall out, y'all, but 6 cards fell out for whatever reason. Some of those cards kind of resonate with the other decks of cards that I gave, so I just had to be obedient and just read them. You can stick around to listen to it, or you can just go ahead and click off if you feel it's not resonated. But anyway, empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificent. Unfold my truth and radiate self, dear Lord. So this one just said something similar to the other one. So yes, obviously it was a message that's here. So if you're still here listening, then obviously, There's a message here for you. Confidence. Thank you, Spirit. He just... so confidence. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado. Bravido. I hope I'm saying that right. Bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence or love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. So obviously some of you guys need to hear some of these messages. So anyway, with all that being said, those are all the messages that I have. And until the next prophetic message, I hope this message was helpful. And I am wishing you all much love, and I wish you all much light. And I say namaste. Bye.